Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another video. So we're still in downtown Cairo and we're walking along the River Nile, as you can see there. And today's mission is to take a felucca ride to show you what that's like and how much it costs to take a boat ride across the River Nile. So check out the view of the River Nile. I've only ever seen pictures and videos of it, but being here makes me realize how huge this river is. Is we're going to try to take a felucca ride, see what that's like. You can see already over there there's some boats dotted around just over there, and I think they're the feluccas. Feluccas are basically very traditional boats in Egypt, and locals and tourists alike use them. So I'm excited to see what it's like. I've only ever taken a traditional boat ride in Dubai. I think it costed me like 25 pence. That was amazing, quite short. So let's see what this one's like. Another view of the River Nile. So it's pretty windy here on the bridge, and it's around 17 degrees. So it's March at the moment, so obviously it's not going to be that warm. But it's actually quite surprising, even for Cairo, to be this temperature. The first day when we came, it was like 25, 26 degrees. So for March, it's pretty cold. So I've got my jacket on, I've got a jumper on, and a shirt and a t-shirt under that as well, so I get cold pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, walking down here, it's a dream come true. I've always wanted to visit Cairo, specifically the River Nile. It's quite amazing to actually be walking here, thinking about the fact that this was the place, somewhere along the River Nile was the place where the mother of Musa alayhi salam, the Prophet Moses, left him, and then he ended up with Fir'aun, the Pharaoh. Nobody really knows where that spot is. I've tried asking a few locals, I've tried to do some research before I came as well, and nobody can quite tell me where exactly it is. A lot of people just say, maybe the scholars know, but nobody has definite knowledge on these things. We're getting closer to the feluccas there, as you can see. One thing I should say, I think when you get on the feluccas, there's a load of loud music and things like that, so it can be quite annoying. So I'm not sure, I might just put some like nasheeds in the background or something like that if you want to avoid listening to the music. There's the Novotel. If you're looking for a very like kind of expensive and good stay here, you're going to be spoiled for choice when it comes to hotels. Cairo's got really good hotels, but it's also got really crap hotels. But it's also got really expensive hotels as well. So Novotel is a really good option. You've got your Hilton over there, you've got your Ritz-Carlton over there as well. And then you've also got the Semiramis, I think it's called, Intercontinental Hotel as well. So a load of hotels here, so you'll be spoiled for choice. But that, I think some of these Hilton hotels and things like that, the 5-star one costs like easily over 200, 300 pounds a night. So depends what season you come as well. So yeah, I can't wait to get down there. Should be another 5 to 10 minutes to get onto a felucca. So a felucca, what is a felucca? A felucca is basically a traditional wooden boat that is used in the Mediterranean. It's used in Tunisia, it's used in Egypt, it's used in Sudan, it's used in Malta as well. Various places around the world, especially around the Mediterranean, near the Mediterranean. In the old days it was actually used for work purposes, but today along the River Nile, because of the increase in tourists, you have so many being used for tourists. There's a park along here where people just chill out before and after, and then here they take the felucca ride. So let's see how much it costs. One of the locals told me that I shouldn't pay more than 100 to 150 for 2 people. So let's see how much it costs. I'll try to record the haggling if I can, but if not, it's probably because it's quite tense. Welcome to a felucca, traditional Egyptian boat. As you can see, we've got the entire boat to ourselves, and so it's quite nice to be here just by ourselves, to explore the place without any crazy music and with a lot of people around. And this boat actually costs 150 Egyptian pounds, so like 75 Egyptian pounds each, so that's around maybe £7.50 in total, which is not a bad price at all. And as you can see, ahead of me is the expansive River Nile. It's really nice to be here. I've told the guy to switch the music off specifically so I can record. So if we went with other people, it would have costed us a little bit cheaper, it would have cost us a little bit less. However, we wouldn't have had the luxury of kind of switching off the music and having the privacy of recording and things like that. So you can see already that the boat is very, very traditional. The decor is very kind of old and kind of like being kind of used a lot. And we have our driver here, Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. He's taken us on a half-an-hour journey. I don't know if I'm actually being ripped off for half an hour for 150 Egyptian pounds, but hey, it's not that bad. £7.50, and that's like maybe what, like £3.25 each or something. Not £3.75 each, so it's not a bad price at all. We've just left the station and we're on a half-an-hour ride. Let's see how far we can get. I'm gonna keep checking on my Google Maps to see where we are. It's a random piece of wood, large piece of wood. Okay, so it looks like we're heading south, and we're heading towards the Four Seasons Hotel. We're turning around actually. There's a load of cafes here on the side, so if you ever want to come here and just grab a drink before or after, you've got plenty of options. Remember, when you come here, you will get hassled. To enter the park area, it's called Andalus Park. To enter the park area, it costs 10 Egyptian pounds, which is like 50 pence, maybe 60 cents or something in euros. And once you're inside, a lot of people will actually come up to you and ask you, would you like to take a ride along the River Nile? It'll cost you this much, cost you that much. I'm telling you from now, for two people, it should be maximum 150. Shared, not shared, I'm not sure, but I don't know how we back this bargain of 150 Egyptian pounds not shared. But don't pay more than 150 Egyptian pounds. If you're by yourself, maybe I'd say no more than 100 Egyptian pounds. I'm not really sure where we're heading, because I think, did we just come from over there and we're heading back, or did we come from over, oh no, did we come from over there? Not sure what's going on here. Just trying to see what he's doing. I think he's trying to get us to stop here or something. I think the rope of the boat, actually rope or something, got stuck to that wooden plank. We're off now though, again. So we've got half an hour on the boat and it's already been about 10 minutes, and I'm not sure why the driver stopped. ما المشكلة؟ I'm not sure what he's saying, but he's saying there's some issues with the wooden plank here. You have to kind of be on edge when you're in Cairo as well, because there's a lot of kind of scams going on. So sometimes as foreigners they might think, because we actually got on from over there and it's been about 10-12 minutes and we haven't really moved yet much. Nothing eventful has happened yet. It's exciting to be on the River Nile, but nothing eventful has happened. Like, he's not kind of shown us any kind of eventful places or anything like that, so looks like a felucca ride is turning into some kind of like mission or something, where we have to save this wooden plank over there, as you can see. So I asked the guy, like, you know, half an hour's, you know, we've only got 15 minutes left, we should have been off now, and he said, don't worry, it's fine, it's on me. we just need to get this out and we'll start your ride, so fair enough. Butal? He's calling for more help now. It's all about saving this wooden plank piece here. I've pretty much become a local now. I'm part of the Saviour team. We're on a mission to save this wooden plank from the River Nile. I thought this was just going to be a simple felucca ride, but it's turned into something a lot more interesting. Saving a wooden plank from the River Nile. I think that's going to be the title of this video. Finish? So now there's a woman over there on a boat. She's trying to get hold of it, so there's a lot of shouting going on. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, so let's go and have a closer look to see. Oh, it's quite shaky, the boat falling from one side to another. There's the epic wooden plank there that we're trying to save. Let's take a seat. We still haven't managed to save the wooden plank, so I don't know how long it's going to take to save the wooden plank. 4 wooden plank. So it looks like I've become part of the rescue team here to take out this wooden plank. Instead of kind of going on a very nice and scenic and eventful ride across the River Nile, this journey's turned into some kind of rescue mission. I kind of feel sorry for the wooden plank. At the same time, it's got a lot of attention today. Wow. I think I should join them to take this out.
ارفع اللوح ده شوية.
ده؟
كويس. واحدة واحدة بقى. خش على الباب.
It's quite a big wooden plank, actually. I'm not sure how it got in there. I think we've managed to attach it to the felucca now so far, so we're going to try and see if we can take it to the station. So we've got hold of the wooden plank, and right now we're just taking it with us. Kind of reminds me of Castaway. I think we should just leave it on the River Nile in case someone really needs it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Half an hour. ما في مشكل. ما في مشكل. لا ما في مشكل. هذا تجربة لنا.
ايوه
تجربة. لا ما في
ده عشان نجيبه بفلوس كتير.
نعم.
وهو جاي مع المية ماشي، احنا اولى بيه.
هذا
نطلعه ونشتغل بيه عندنا.
هذا أحسن.
احسن لف بيه يا محمد.
So they're just apologizing profusely about this incident, but I said no, it's fine. It's actually quite interesting to save a wooden plank from the River Nile. I don't think many people can say that they've helped a rescue. I didn't really help actually, but seen a wooden plank being rescued from the River Nile, that's not something you'll hear again in your lifetime. Alright, so this is the end of the story for the wooden plank. This is where we say goodbye to the wooden plank. Alright, so we have officially started our River Nile cruise after saving and rescuing that wooden plank. This is why it's super important to, when you're vlogging, to vlog everything, because you never know where you can find a story. So we're heading south, and our driver is going to tell us when we reach a notable site. At the moment, on my right hand side, you can find, I know you can't see it, but there's a really nice garden called Horia Garden, I think it is called, and the Sofitel Hotel just over there. And then in your left hand side you'll find the Four Seasons Hotel, and you'll also find the Grand Nile Tower. You've got Kempinski as well over there, which is a really nice hotel. And basically we're heading towards we're heading away. If you see here that there's an island just over there, and that island is actually called Zamalek, and it's known for to be, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's known to be one of the most like calm and peaceful islands. Like it's more like a break away from the downtown Cairo, all the hustle and bustle. I think maybe they have weddings here. Amazing spot for a wedding. It's the perfect weather. It's like 18-19 degrees, and it's really nice to be going for a ride across the River Nile right now. And these boats, they actually go quite nice and slow, so you can really admire everything, take everything in. There are speedboats here, but love the adventure, but I just want to take it easy as well at the same time for now. There's a restaurant here with a lot of people eating. And you have the Cairo Opera House over there. I think it's that one over there. That's the Cairo Opera House. A lot of parts of Cairo you'll feel like is really old and ancient, the buildings, but when you come on the cruise you realize how many kind of tall buildings there are, skyscrapers and modern buildings. Not, I wouldn't say modern, but like more like European standards, maybe Mediterranean. Check this guy out. Some quick facts about the River Nile. Number one, it's the longest river on earth. Number two, if you can hear me behind all that wind, it goes through 11 countries, including Uganda, Sudan, and also Rwanda. And number three, along the River Nile, you'll also find these reeds called papyrus, which were used by the ancient Egyptians to make paper. And I'll chuck in a bonus for you. Number four, if you look at Egypt on a map, all you'll see is desert, all you'll see is brown. But along the River Nile specifically, you'll find greenery. It's amazing that whilst the rest of Egypt is majority kind of desert and sandy and rustic, along the River Nile you'll find a lot of trees, a lot of plants, and a lot of greenery, a lot of parks as well. So if you look there, there's a lot of greenery there, a lot of trees along the side, and even if you look along there, there's a lot of palm trees and things like that. So you can see over there as well, some guys are trying to take out more wooden planks from the River Nile, and our driver was actually telling us that it's very common here for this to happen, because a lot of these boats, as you can tell, the floors are wooden. So for that reason they kind of end up being worn down and wear and tear, and because of that they end up in the water. There's another felucca boat coming across, and we're heading back to our docking station because we're coming to the end of our half-an-hour ride. It's been an amazing ride. I've loved every bit of it, including the part where we had to save the wooden plank rescue mission. So we've just come off the felucca now, and it's been an amazing journey. It's been really interesting with the wooden plank. And I'm going to end the video here, and do like this video and comment if you like, if you found anything interesting, if you want to mention anything, and we'll see you guys on another video. Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, my name is Jubair Ahmed, and if you like my travel videos, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date with my journeys across the world.